Shay. I'm gonna let y'all see how pretty it is outside today. It's so peaceful. So, hey Tasha. I wanted to tell the mothers Happy Mother's Day, but I also feel like it's a few things that I want to say. If you are a mother and you're watching this or you're watching a replay, Happy Mother's Day to you. This can be a bittersweet day for those of us who are maybe have lost our mothers, for those of us who are not in good relationships with our mothers or no contact with our mothers. This can be a bittersweet day. For those of us who was raised by grandmothers and maybe they're no longer here, this day can be bittersweet like any day. It's so important right now, y'all, that we learn how to find joy in the little things. We have to be able to find joy in the little things, because life is lifing and life is not going to get any easier. And the reason it's not going to get easy is because we're meant to change the paradigm. We're meant to change the trajectory that we've been on. So it's not going to get easier. It's not supposed to. This is how we grow. When we went through school, it kept getting harder and harder and harder. The higher the level of vibration you go up, the higher level of tests that come, and any lessons that you did not learn before, you repeat those lessons until you get them. And so I don't know who I'm talking to, but today is always a bittersweet day for me. We can be really quick to be like Happy Mother's Day, but a lot of us got generational trauma, and a lot of us have things that happen that where we felt like our mothers maybe weren't able to be there for them the way there for us because they had their own trauma. And so that's what makes this day bittersweet. A lot of mothers are exhausted. So many mamas, like if you got women in your life, like be as good to them as you can be. Ladies, be as good to yourself as you can be. Don't criticize yourself and beat yourself up. When you catch yourself doing that, instantly be like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this to myself, because we're the generation that's here to change everything. And if this stuff been feeling heavy for you, if the things that's popping up on your timeline is emotionally like tugging on you, these are things that you want to pay attention to, because it's letting you know that there's heaviness in you that haven't been processed. And so you become a vibrational match for that type of information. And you want to just be extremely aware of what you're giving energy to. Even your own inner dialogue, y'all, is so important. It's so important. Y'all, healing our nervous system is so important. Ashe. And so I want to encourage for those of us who've been through a lot, because that's usually who find me. I'm not on here that much. I just got out of TikTok jail for something that I didn't do, but I was sharing about a dream that I had, and it was about the Pope. And now we have this Pope who has some black blood. It's all significant of the times that we're in. We're in a time of paradigm shifts. And so I feel like so many of us are extremely gifted, but we are extremely overwhelmed energetically because nobody taught us how do you come from trauma and just move through life like nothing is happening. Nobody taught us how to do that. Nobody taught us how to love ourselves. Nobody ever set us down and said it's so important that you have boundaries. A lot of us actually had our boundaries violated. And so be gentle with yourself if you're just not learning how to do these things. It's okay. Look, y'all, I'm 45 years old. And I'm just now getting to a point where I can say no. Because my entire life, I had to take care of everybody else's problems and try to be there for everybody. But then when I needed people, it was rare that people were there for me. And so now that I'm 45, like my body literally will not allow me to abuse myself in the name of service. You know, and sometimes family can be the most difficult ones to be around when you're an empath, because it's just our natural essence to want to help and to want to give. But we attract people into our life who don't know when to stop taking or when to stop asking. And so if you're feeling exhausted, if you're not sleeping good, or no matter how much sleep you get, you still wake up tired. It's a couple of things that's probably happening, which I have noticed. Each time you don't say no, when you felt your body telling you to say no, you're going to exhaust your energetic body. This physical body is becoming something else right now. Our light body is being activated. This is why we need nature. This is why we need sun. If you notice, if you in the house too long, you will start getting depressed. You know, when we were little kids, especially like us Gen Xers, like we was outside all the time. We didn't realize that that was grounding us. We didn't realize that that was helping us. And so, you know, the spiritual reason that Gen Xers was so feral is because the universe knew, like, our parents was just gonna let us be outside like that, even if they just didn't want to have to fool with us until it was dinner time or whatever it was. But it was good for us because of the environments that we grew up in. Like Gen X people, we signed up to experience Pluto, the planet of transformation, the planet of death, the planet of destruction, the planet of rebirth, the planet of I'm just going to take away from you whatever is not doing you of service, even if you attach to it. I don't give a planet. We were born with Libra, with Pluto in Libra. That's our relationships, starting with the relationship to ourselves. And so we've just been out of balance. We've been out of balance. And I couldn't figure out why I was so tired. And like, I'm gonna keep it so real with y'all. Like some days I feel so depressed and anxious to where I can't really even put my finger on what's wrong. It's always stuff happening in life. But what's happening is I'm not getting enough of what I need to fuel me to deal with living in this world. Your light body needs light. Your light body needs air. It needs grass. You need to be able, if you can't physically get in the water, you need to see the water. Let me show y'all something. Look how beautiful that water is today. I wish I would have caught it when the sun was shining. It looked like glitter, liquid glitter. Just being able to see, even if you're not kayaking. You know, just being able to have these experiences, coming into a time of the year now in the Northern Hemisphere where we can do this. So try to get out, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Do this for yourself. Give your nervous system an opportunity to reset. Because the light body, let me tell y'all something. Everybody be talking about the Merkaba. The Merkaba basically is the light body, it's the vehicle of the soul. It's when the soul starts evolving. So your appetite is going to change. It's probably people that you can't have conversations with anymore that you used to could talk to forever. You develop allergies to things that's probably never was good for you in the first place. But your body gets to a point where it refuses it. It just will not tolerate it. All of these things are happening because our body is changing. And really soon we're not going to be carbon-based beings only. We're becoming crystal beings, crystalline beings. So everything inside of us is changing. And so you have to readjust yourself, your lifestyle, so that it's being of service to you. Because if you don't, when you don't, let me tell you, entities, archons energetically attach themselves to people, and they come and mess with the people who are here to break cycles. They ain't messing with everybody. You know, if you have things happen with people and then you can't even make any sense of it, there's no logic behind what's happening. Just know that that means that you are a chosen one. You are important. You're here to be an alchemist. And I have been struggling with this so much because sometimes I look at other people's life and I say, damn, how they got it so good? See, how they got it so easy? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what more can I give of myself? What am I doing wrong? You ain't doing nothing wrong. You just give too much. You give too much attention to people that wouldn't even water your ass if you was a dead plant. You give too much listening time, listening to people, drop trauma bombs on you. This is an energy warfare. So a lot of people right now are hungry. They're starving for connection because they are disconnected from their own soul. So when your light starts to get brighter, those people are going to try to feed from you. And all of us have been energy vampires at some point. Anytime you feeling, you know that feeling where you like, oh, I really need to talk to somebody. I just need to talk to somebody. And you looking through your phone for somebody to talk to. You're looking for somebody. You want to offload energy. You want to get something off your chest, right? And so we have to be careful about that and make sure that we're not putting ourselves in positions where it's not going to serve us later. Sometimes you just need to sit with that heaviness that you feel. Breathe into it, accept it, embrace it, don't judge it. It's there to teach something to you. Everything is about the body. It's all about the body. The body, let me tell y'all something. Why do you think they've been attacking the body so much? Because the body is the third temple. The third temple is not just the temple that's going to be rebuilt. The third temple is the physical body and the changes that our body is going through. And so we're going to have to, I know it's hard. And I know that it is difficult to have to feel like you have to have all these boundaries, because some of us been feeling like we've been in hermit mode, and you kind of feel like I don't even want to deal with people. I really don't even want to be social. You know, I really don't even, I just feel like people don't understand where I'm coming from. And I'm tired of surface conversations. That shit just be unaliving me. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I need depth. I need connection. And when you feel in that way, if you're not giving it to yourself, then you also can become an energy vampire. But we all need energy. Everything in this world need energy. We can look at plants like they energy vampires. They be sucking up the sun, sucking up the water, you know. So it's all about what you're using to support you as we're going through this transformation. And the ego got to settle down. We can't use our ego no more, y'all, to navigate life. The ego is defensive. The ego is there to protect you. The ego is there to make sure that you don't step outside of your comfort zone, because the ego was created by your inner child. The ego is afraid of new experiences. The ego is afraid of uncertainty. And if you look across time, what women have been through, no wonder we operate in masculine energy. Like, that's our baseline way of operating, because that was the only way that we were able to survive in a man's world. That's a really real thing. And so the system was set up to keep us exhausted, to drain us of our life force. I got a decoding on Patreon where I broke down how light energy, soul energy is being stolen from us, and how they're recycling soul energy. And this is with the technology that we're using, it is creating a Akashic records, but it's not the real Akashic records. You know, they're calling the digital twin. This affects our energy field. And so you want to be conscious of what you're doing. You want to be conscious. I know some of us feel like, I'm too exhausted, I want to work out and I'm too tired. I don't know who here been thinking about that, but I want to work out but I'm too tired. Start small. Just say, just for 5 minutes, I'm going to do this for myself for 5 minutes. Like, it's okay. The ego will make you feel like that 5 minutes ain't shit. The ego, and the ego ain't trying to be rude. The ego is not evil. The ego don't deserve to die. None of that. But the ego job has always been to keep you in the comfort zone, to keep you playing it safe. And in order to play safe, you have to dim your light, and you have to play small. And you have to be afraid of the experiences that you need that's going to help you to grow. And so when we're not processing all of this stuff that's coming up, when you don't have routines, you need systems. Like, what's your system look like? When I work with my clients, I ask them, tell me how a day looks for you. And a lot of times there's nothing happening in that day that involves them doing something that's going to build up their confidence, doing something that's going to make them feel better. They went and found them some scooters, y'all. Oh, okay.
It's a big scooter. It's bigger.
It is.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get Ernst
I'm on live.
With me, and I'm
Yeah. You want him to ride with you?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I need to get comfortable.
It's big enough for y'all to ride it together. You don't think so? I did it with her. You want me to ride it with her?
Please, please.
You scared?
It's just the speed for me. The weight isn't too bad. I have good balance and stuff. It's just that I'm not comfortable with the speed yet.
Well, ride it in the grass first.
You can ride.
I don't think she's strong enough and confident enough to the hand coordination.
Yeah.
Because you got to give it gas.
Well, the last time we rode it together, we put her in the front.
And then I got comfortable, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going. We could try it. I mean, you done got bigger since the last time. That's all I'm saying. You ain't like you was last time you rode.
Y'all, hold on, let me let y'all. They went and got these e-scooters they finna ride. But yeah. But give to yourself. Because when you start giving to yourself what you need, okay, life will start giving more to you. And I've been doing an abundance. When I do my rituals and ceremonies for something specific, I do them for anywhere from 4 weeks or more. I don't believe in quick magic and quick rituals and quick manifestation. Things take time. It's like a baby. You have to nurture it. You have to feed it. And so I've been doing my prosperity rituals, and some of y'all sent me your names to petition for you. So I want you to be paying attention, because it's gonna trickle in. It's gonna start coming in little by little. People are gonna give you stuff for free. People are gonna give you discounts. You're gonna walk in the store and people are gonna say things like, "Oh, you got $5 off." You don't even know why. This happens to me almost every day whenever I start doing these rituals. But create rituals, create routines for yourself to support whatever it is that you're desiring to be. Because if you allow your energy to leak, then everybody that come in your life is not personal. They go treat you like a buffet. And since we went through the pandemic, that put a lot of stress on the collective. And for those of us who are empaths, we have to have boundaries. We have to. That's the only way. That's the only way. Is this resonating with y'all? Yeah. And before you go to sleep at night, I wear my obsidian. I wear my obsidian every day. And I sleep with it. You can get that at my crystal shop. Get you an obsidian. If you are an empath and you just around here just hoping and wishing that your energy go be protected and negativity is not gonna come your way, like, it's not gonna work. You have to be intentional. You have to let the universe know that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. And look how I move. Look where I'm investing my energy, because money is just energy. So when you buy spiritual items, you're communicating to the universe that this is the timeline that I'm on. I'm not going to be on that other stuff. And this is why a lot of us feel stuck, because we're not doing that. And if all your money is going to corporations and companies that aren't supporting us going through this transition that we're going through, where everything is transforming, this full moon coming in Scorpio, I'm telling y'all, whatever you have not dealt with, whatever you have not faced, whatever secrets been going on, it's coming out. It's coming out, and some of it's gonna hurt. Black Moon Lilith is in Scorpio as well. And so this brings up a lot of fear, and a lot of it is like generational fear, stuff that's been in your bloodline for a long time. And that's why I've been telling women, be selfish. Be selfish. Because look, selfish is a heavily loaded word that's used by energy vampires to keep you as a supply. Most of the time, if you are taking care of yourself and it's not bringing harm to anybody, then that's self-care. That's not selfish. But you will have people accuse you of being selfish. You will have people accuse you of changing. You will have people not want to be around you anymore, and that's okay. Maybe you didn't need that person in your energy field anymore. And a lot of us have evicted people out of our energy field, but we haven't evicted them out of our life. You know, and like the block feature that's on the phone, yeah, use that in real life. Use that. Be intentional about your energy. When something ain't working for you no more, don't be afraid to say no to it. Don't be afraid to let it go. You gotta surrender. You gotta surrender to this process, y'all. We can't hold on to dead stuff and then wonder why we don't feel alive. And oftentimes that's what's happening. I think they got the scooter. I don't see them. Yep, they got the scooter going. Look at these geese, y'all. Y'all see those 3 geese? They're huge. But this is the new earth. We made it. We made it. We made it to the new earth. And I know you probably hearing something different, but we made it. If you watching me, you made it to the new earth. You got to claim it. Now, I have a soul revocation that I have done in my community. Hold on, I'm finna pull it up. Let me tell you what a soul revocation is. So, like, some of the stuff that I'm dealing with right now is because of ancestral karma. So, like, if your ancestors, if you starved to death in the past life, or you had ancestors, your family, you starved to death in the past life, well, in this lifetime, you will have some type of unhealthy connection with food. And it's existing just so that you can figure out that there's a wound there for you to heal, and it's probably patterns that you need to heal. Okay? So a soul revocation is what you can use so that you can recall the parts of your energy back, recall the parts of your soul back. And we did this as a group. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know if y'all knew to me or not, but I've been doing this for a long time. So what happens is when you don't revoke what no longer belongs in your life, it's going to remain in your life, and it's going to drain energy from you. You have to use your words. Your words are your wand. What are you saying to yourself throughout the day? Like, before you got on here, what was you saying to yourself in your mind? What was you thinking? You know, what was you thinking? What do you think to yourself? When you don't do as well as you think you should be doing in life, what do you say to yourself? Do you be harder on yourself? Because if you are, that fragments your soul. That keeps your soul fragmented. All ancient indigenous cultures talked about soul loss. That's what we're dealing with. So your soul is in fragments across dimensions. You're somewhere else having a completely different experience. A whole nother different dimensional version of you is somewhere else right now. This is just one aspect, one fragment of you that's on here with me right now. We are multi-dimensional beings. We're not local. The soul is not local. The soul is energy. Energy is not local. People in California can see the sun at the same time we can see the sun here in Memphis. It's not local. And I live in a city that's one of the most chaotic cities, I would even say, in the world. Memphis is a city of chaos. It is a city where the indigenous people have went through some of the harshest things. It is a city where a lot of the Civil War took place. It is a city where we're living on top of what used to be war grounds. It is a city where the Trail of Tears occurred. It is the city where the Underground Railroad occurred. So many negative things happened here, and it left a really dense energy here. And you have to know how to work with energy to live in a city like this and it not suck the life out of you. And maybe some things happened in your city as well where you live, whether you know about it or not. This affects you as an empath, and I feel like that's who I'm talking to. So I'm gonna read this soul revocation to y'all before I get off of here. And what I'm gonna do this again because I realize I got a lot of new people. But this, just listen to the words. And if you want to repeat after me, you can. But I'm going to make sure that I put this on my Patreon. Patreon is just $1. It's just literally $1. So you don't even have to choose the $6 here. But I'm going to put this on there again so that you don't have to scroll for it. But check out how powerful these words are. Now, peep game. Because I was rapping and writing songs and poetry when I was like in elementary. I've been doing this my entire life. But when I started studying the Akashic Records and learning how to hack the Matrix, I was like, yo, we've been using language all wrong. We've been disempowering ourselves. I am in the ever-present moment of the now. I acknowledge the presence of others who have impressed their will and intentions into my I am presence, which in polarity attempts to entangle me with their karma, spiritual issues, and traumatic programming. I am here to create a proper spiritual court of equity to create a clear separation of densities. I call upon the laws of the universal action and reaction to sever all bonds of energetic connection between this I am presence and all other I am presences, forcing this I am presence into dramatic polarity within the 3D matrix network of unsovereignty. I make this statement to all ancestors in union and communion with the common moral code of equality for all. I can no longer bear the ancestors in union and communion with the common moral code of equality for all. I can no longer bear the weight of Hopefully my phone don't die, but I'm going to post this on my Patreon, y'all, and the link will be in the bio. I can no longer bear the weight of dense false light energy sent my way via false light influenced personalities of individuals who have lost their way of knowingness. I summon all DNA lineage ancestors to hold space for this continued I am action, even while I sleep or visit other realms, including the 3D matrix. I call to the ancestors to create a clear separation of density within my 1 degree of separation, so this I am may transverse the multiverse without the forced drama and karmic ties of others who are unable to heal themselves with the information at hand existing in the 3D matrix world. I cannot bear the weight of healing an entire species, one broken, angry person at a time. There must be a common moral code we can all use. Until this common moral code is universal among our people, I make these I am statements to my ancestors in communion and union with unity consciousness, expansion, and evolution. Those who have targeted me in this time stream, matrix, I put you now on permanent spiritual notice. If your energy violates my I am presence in this matrix or any other matrix network, you will be placed in a spiritual court of equity outside of this universe, so you may find remedy and resolve without my frequency signature as your teacher for your DNA lineage ever again. I am putting all matrix personalities on notice of spiritual court of equity summons of truth. Your doctrine of persuasion and dictatorial statements be sent to the ancestors. They will have infinite time to hear your words and exchange energy while you pontificate on false light philosophy. Let the ancestors teach you at the core of your being what true sovereignty is. I will no longer entangle with you in any shape or form until you have seen, accepted, and integrated the common moral code of unity consciousness in the global dream time of Earth's mind. I cancel all forms of religious programs that may be programmed into my being. I cancel all forms of false light and its effects on my life. Both subconscious and unconscious frequencies and data are no longer controlled by the controllers of the 3D matrix. I summon all DNA lineage ancestors to hold space for this continued I am action, even while I sleep or visit other realms, including the 3D matrix. I call to the ancestors to create a clear separation of density within my 1 degree of separation. This I am may transverse the multiverse and beyond. I sever all energetic cords attached to thought forms, egregores, and Faustian pacts created by groups with the intention of oppression. I revoke all spiritual contracts created prior to my spiritual awakening. I am sovereign from energetic manipulation. I am separate. I am not affected. Kali Ma, the ruler of time and space, has intercepted. And that goes on and on and on. And that will sever you from anything that is drowning you, draining you, and dragging you into karmic loops. So I'm going to repost this on Patreon. Give me some time. It is Mother's Day, so I'm chilling because I don't really give myself enough chill time. That's been made very clear to me. But I'm going to post this on Patreon. If you are not on my email newsletter, go to my website, untamedSouls.com. Get on the email newsletter. I'm going to send you a free ebook to master using your sixth sense. That's your third eye. That's your intuition, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. I operate in all of the clairs. You're going to get that for free. And when I put the message on Patreon, I'm going to send you an email letting you know that it's there so that you can subscribe. Because, see, I'm not here to try to influence anybody, because you are everything that you need. I'm simply here to mirror back to you the messages that are constantly being intercepted and interfered with. And I know y'all can relate to this. You be wanting to listen to your higher eye divine self speak, but it be hard to tap in. It's the frequencies. You have to revoke the frequencies that are not in service of you, that are draining you. And all of your ancestors ain't for you. Some of your ancestors is completely against you going through a spiritual awakening. They don't understand it. And that's okay too. But this will show you how to call in the ones who will actually do battle with you and walk with you. And this is why, out of all the shit that I've been through, and I share everything. I'm fully transparent, because I don't believe that anybody who I'm not trying to be the spiritual chick who just look perfect. Like, I want you to see that I go through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you get on this spiritual journey don't mean you ain't gonna never experience no illness again. It don't mean that you ain't gonna lose people that you love. You're not gonna have tragedy. Shit is gonna happen. Shit happens. Life's. But the way that you respond to it, and when you got your tools, when you got your physical tools, when you got your mindset, when you got your words aligned, shit will shift for you. I'm telling you. So I got over 1,000 videos on my first YouTube channel. And my new YouTube channel, just search my name on YouTube and you will find that I got music. Everything that I create that comes through me is for the purpose to uplift. So we're not playing them games over here where we just taking. You know, we're not doing that. I want us to be empowered. I done been through too damn much to be playing them games. I'm not gonna play no games, and my time is precious. So I appreciate y'all. Follow the links. Go watch the videos. 75 more videos have been removed. So I'm going to put all of those on Patreon, because whenever I run into interference, I'm just going to find another way around it. Because if the information I was sharing didn't have power to transform anybody, I wouldn't get resistance. That's just how it is.